Well, guys, we need to have a conversation about Sunny Hostin from The View. Now, the virus actually came on the scene over 3 years ago, actually longer than that. They call it COVID 19 because it actually came out in 2019, but it started to spread worldwide in 2020. And when it came to this whole virus thing, there was some weird stories out there about people that were just terrified to go outside. I mean, absolutely just terrified. They didn't want to go anywhere because they were terrified of getting a virus. Now, me myself, I always went out. And in some cases, I couldn't actually get the things that I needed. Remember, there was a toilet paper shortage at the beginning of the virus. Now, before everything actually shut down, I was actually going to Costco. You couldn't find toilet paper anywhere. Anywhere. I actually had to order toilet paper online from Costco. And I believe it still took like 2 weeks before it actually came in. Now, thank God, I actually did have toilet paper in my home. Even at my local HEB, couldn't find it. Could not find it. But everything else, I actually did go into the grocery store to actually get. I was not terrified of this virus. And folks, you got to remember, pretty much everything shut down in March of 2020. And I believe like in June of 2020 is when the whole mask thing started to go out there. People were terrified and they started actually requiring masks to go anywhere. And I thought it was kind of ridiculous, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and they weren't going to let you in the store, and we all need supplies. So I just played their game. But once March of 2021 came along, Texas said no more. No more mask mandates, none of that. But even still right now, you got some people that still will actually go out there and wear masks. Not as much as we've seen in the past, but there's still people out there that will do it. And some people went to the extreme. I remember these people would actually have like 2 masks on, a face shield, and they'll wear gloves as well. I don't think I've seen it to that extreme anymore. Well, that actually brings us to the View's Sunny Hostin. And she actually said something pretty shocking on The View. The woman has not been to a grocery store in 3 years. Why? Because of the virus. This woman seems to be terrified of the virus. Now, there are ways to actually still shop without actually going into the store. You can actually order your supplies online. And I actually used to do that because I actually used to work in the Galleria area and actually live pretty far. So I would actually, get to my office and I would actually order all of my groceries to actually be delivered, or I can actually pick it up when I got off from work. It was much more convenient for me that way because, like I said, I live pretty far away from my job. I was in the middle of Houston working where I live in the suburbs. So I didn't want to spend my afternoons going to the grocery store. But for some reason, Sunny Hostin, it seems like she went to the extreme. Look here on the Daily Wire. The View host says she hasn't gone grocery shopping in 3 years because of COVID. This is not normal, folks. This is not normal whatsoever. I mean, when the virus happened, they sent everybody home at my job. We're all working from home. But I actually stopped many years ago, actually, even before the virus, stopped actually ordering stuff online. And I just started, going grocery shopping. But Sunny Hostin, 3 years, and she has not went into a grocery store. Yeah, this stuff is not normal. This is clearly not normal. Look here, it says Sunny Hostin admitted on Wednesday that fear of COVID has kept her from doing her own grocery shopping for 3 years. Now, I find it kind of funny, guys, that she's going to allow other people, I guess, quote unquote, to put their life at risk, but she won't go to the grocery store because she is terrified of the virus. Hostin made the confession during ABC's midday talk show, The View, saying that once the pandemic began, she relied solely on delivery services like Instacart to do all of her shopping for her. And out here, I don't believe I actually have access to Instacart where I'm at. And at Costco, they do have Instacart services, but not in my area. So that was never a plan for me. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if the online shopping at my local HEB, I don't know if that was like overbooked. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the slots were pretty filled up too as well. So it was truly more convenient to actually go into the store and shop. I remember when the viruses come along and I went to my local HEB, they would actually have foot signs telling you where to stand 6 feet apart. And in some aisles, you can only go one way. They thought that was actually going to stop the spread or minimize the spread of the virus. We know that didn't really do anything. But look here. This is Sunny Hostin claims she hasn't been to a grocery store in 3 years for fear of COVID. Let's watch this clip right here, guys. Let's play it.
What was funny to me is that, Joy, you have never ordered from Instacart.
No.
You like to go to a grocery store?
I do. I enjoy a supermarket.
I don't like a supermarket. I haven't been in a supermarket since
like
COVID. For about 3 years. That's when I discovered Instacart. And I give them a big tip because they don't always pay their people well. And it's so that's been an issue, I think, for the company. But, man, you can get toiletries. You can get fire logs. You know those big Bounty towels you don't want to carry?
I those from Costco.
Somebody else goes.
That's such an enjoyable
You can get everything
trip,
from
though.
Costco.
I do
delivered to your house.
I do have a lot of things from Costco, but I like to meander around a supermarket. Do I want this particular type of thing? Do I want...
Yeah. Now, even if you actually do enjoy get your groceries delivered, is it always convenient to actually just order them online? What if you just need a few things? Why would you actually go and pay the delivery fee and the tip if you only need a few things? I go to my local grocery store just if I need a few things. You know, I don't need nothing massive. I'll go there. Maybe I need butter or something like that. I just walk into the store. She doesn't even do that. I mean, that is just weird right there. Very, very weird that Sunny Hostin has not been in a grocery store for 3 years for fear of the virus. It took me, let's see here, March 2020. I caught the virus in September of 2022. It took me that long to get the virus. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Sunny Hostin has already had the virus. Yeah. And she still is not going into the grocery store. Yeah, that's weird. And she actually works around people that aren't wearing masks. She works in an enclosed environment also with audiences, and they just allowed the audience to stop wearing masks like last week. I mean, the View is just so behind the times. This is utterly ridiculous, folks. This is crazy. Sunny Hostin has not been in a grocery store for 3 years. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.